Cool. So, back at it with another episode of More Than, with your host Cornell Gorman. And what's your name, sir?
And DJ or Dedrick. I ain't figured out the alias yet.
DJ or Dedrick, but DJ is an alias. You know what I'm saying? You want an alias to the alias. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, with it. Yeah, man. So it's Sunday. We locked down on the Corona lockdown. But I'm definitely seeing the upsides and the positives to it all. I refuse to let the flu destroy my life. But I was explaining to my kids, like, this is gonna be like, this is just a what's the word? A monumental time. Is my monumental good? But like, this is just like one of those times that we gonna remember for the rest of our life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is going in the history books. You know, like, and I lived it. Like, churches
they gonna be able.
Like, what?
They're gonna be able to look back and be like, oh man, the world shut down for like 2 solid months or however long it's about to go on.
For a virus. Like, and now everybody's about to start trying to spread everything just to close down schools. It ain't gonna be bomb threats. It's gonna be illness threats. You know what I'm saying? Kids, like,
me and Jameis
touch. You know what I'm saying? And the school got to shut down because the kid got the booger touch. You know what I'm saying?
I can't deal with you. Nah, me and Jameis just grabbed us our masks from Jordan only yesterday.
Oh, for real? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He got them out there. I seen them. Like 2 for $50 or something like that, he said, or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Nah, they real nice though.
Yeah, check them out. Keith Cravat, bow ties. He did one for my wedding. Had me real spiffy. You know
he did. He did your bow tie too. He did mine.
Yeah, for sure. Like, that's the man to go to in Kansas City. You need a custom bow tie. Keith Cravat. That one's for free, Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Check him out for sure. He'll definitely have you right. You know what I'm saying? So what about you, man? What you do today? How's your day?
Woke up, watched church, enjoyed that word. Other than that, just ate and chilled.
You said
about you?
Just ate and chilled?
Yeah.
With the salmon? You were saying earlier? What you have?
She stuffed the salmon with some more cream cheese, spinach, bell peppers, and some shrimp.
Okay.
Oh,
I see you. And then, so my wife, like, she really been trying to get down on this cooking tip. So I love steak. So, like, my favorite food is steak. So I'm a steak connoisseur. So whenever I go to a restaurant, I try to get a steak of some sort, and I just compare steaks. So, like, you know, I try to figure them out from the tenderness to the flavor of it all. You know, I know
how you get your steaks cooked?
Medium well.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I like a little bit of pink. I might light it up. Like, the more you eat it, the lighter it gets, because it comes with a little bit more flavor. But you got to be eating steak for a while to get it lighter and lighter and lighter. You know what I'm saying? So some people might say I'm not a connoisseur because I don't get it with as much pink, because there's a lot of flavor in it. But I ain't eat blood like that, man.
Jameis goes medium. I believe medium rare. I'll stop right at medium.
Goodness, yeah, yeah, like, that's just too much pink, like, it, guys. But yeah, my wife, man, she hooked up the steak. Oh, it was so tender, bro. Oh my god! And then she marinated them, so it was super. It was just super tender, super flavorful, just so good. Then she made some chicken, macaroni and cheese. She made some African spinach. It's kind of like just regular spinach a little bit, but like green flavor. It was good. Some broccoli.
You making me hungry all over again.
Yeah, bro. Like, it was definitely good. This is from that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I really, really was appreciating my wife from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
I'm like, I'm a fat boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, how she's gonna make me some food.
Nah.
And you know what I'm saying? Now, I appreciate her. Like, I'm loving her. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to lay up under and everything. You know what I'm saying? Let's watch a movie together. You know, stop the world. Trying to spend time with her. You know what I'm saying? That's just. But I kind of want to get to that space, though. You know what I'm saying? To where, I'm the the visual benefits of having a wife. You know what I'm saying? That was definitely one of them. It might be superficial. It might be, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely loved my wife for real. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
if they say way to a man's heart is through his stomach, I kind of believe that a little bit. You know what I mean? I was definitely feeling her a lot more after that, though. You know what I'm saying?
Just that sign of gratitude just was wonderful, huh?
Yeah, no, for real. No, definitely. I never really been like a big cooker. You know what I'm saying? When we got married, she like, hey, you got to back off the fast food joints. You know what I'm saying? We're going to cook more. I don't, what we going to do? I got to sit in here and be hungry. Wait for her to cook.
Yeah.
You say?
I said, yeah, I'm the cooker. She more so, she just keep me in line. I'm like, hey, just sit back, I cook. She just keep me on the straight and narrow.
yeah. No, I'm with it, bro.
She keep my personality and attitude in tame.
God bless her. You know what I'm saying? Like my wife, like we still trying to find that balance. But like that kind of brings us to our topic though. You know what I mean? Like, you're talking about the balance of it all. Me and my wife's working out, but I definitely believe we're better with them. I'm stronger with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of look around in my life, and this is kind of like the best I've ever had. You know what I'm saying? Just being with her. And marriage is not easy by any means, but for sure, it is a year of. This is a time of my best. You know what I'm saying? Best car I've ever had. Best house I've ever had. These are some of the best jobs I've ever had. This is the strongest I've been walking in my gifts, attacking and walking in vision and faith. You know what I mean? Who am I in church? You know what I'm saying? So as much as my wife, oh God, my wife works my nerve. You know what I'm saying? I know she work. I know I work hers too. You know what I'm saying? I know I work hers too. You know what I'm saying? But cause I got a lot of grace for me. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for me to forgive my sins. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, that yin and yang. But let me give you this perspective. So, am I the only one that look back like being in contrast, being single as in to marry and being like, wow, the benefits are just so more plentiful than being single? Because like when you were single, it was like the goals that you had set out were just like completely unrealistic looking at them now. But now you have like a true purpose behind what your goals are and the reasons why you have those goals.
No, I'm with it. So yeah, like I look back a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it 100. Like it's some stuff like I do appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody trying to tell me what to do all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like me sharing my thoughts and somebody not just having an opinion opposed to mine, and I have to defend myself on. It's a lot to it. You know, there's a lot of peace in being single. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like
it's coming together as one though. You know what I'm saying? And like that's not easy. Like she got a background, I got a background.
And meshing those too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like she put ketchup in the refrigerator. I don't. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who raised you? You know what I'm saying? She looking at me like, who raised you?
That cold
you know
ketchup.
What I'm saying? But so like I definitely appreciate just having to deal with my life, my background, my baggage. I know how to deal with my baggage. I know where the shirts are. I know where the pants are. I know where the dirty clothes are. You know what I'm saying? But like having to expose that to somebody else, you know what I'm saying, have to deal with hers, you know what I'm saying, it's a little different. But I definitely think the benefits are plentiful, are better in marriage, you know what I'm saying, because I have that perspective. Like I love perspective. I love understanding.
Yeah, I
feel like saying
I feel like it rounds out your people skills because man, my people skills were definitely trash before I got what you mean. Like I feel like it just opens a lot of doors for you to be able to like understand different points of views, like you were talking about, like speaking your mind and then having and receiving a different opinion or objection to what you were like spewing out, and I feel like that's helpful.
Exactly. So just giving me that perspective, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not necessarily like or agree what she's talking about, but if we could do it in a respectful manner and we come to a common ground and we communicate in a proper way, I've now gained additional perspective on life, on a situation. You know what I'm saying? Which then in turn puts me in a better position, man. So it's definitely dope. And you know what I'm saying? It was kind of difficult to do that with a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to be here, I ain't got to be here.
Yeah, you got that 1 foot out the door, 1 foot in the door.
Yeah, so like the level of vulnerability required in some stuff was just really tough to get there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, you know, that's one thing I'm definitely grateful for is my wife's perspective, man. Stuff that, you know, I could definitely be doing better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nah, my wife has a switch where she switches and just goes into full savage mode, I feel, and when she's just like 100% honest with me, no matter what, and she'll just be like, "Nah, you don't need to be doing that," and I just be like, "What?"
Right.
And I was and I'd be like, "What?" But then once you make it do it, you understand. Like she's seen it,
right?
She just got that wise mind at times.
Exactly. And that's what I don't want young brothers to miss out on, or not even young brothers, just single brothers out there single, might be looking for a woman, might be looking for a girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? And
or the ones that's out there just thinking like there's none out there, because that was me. That used to be me. Like, I ain't nothing out here. It's about to be nothing but games.
Ooh, right. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't been played. Women, man, they make it seem like men are some devilish people, and women, boy, can do some jacked up.
Hey, when it's time to be heartless, they have that switch.
Like, cutthroat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? And I think men are just a little like, they just a little more blunt with it, or just a little more sloppy with it. So like,
dudes,
our flaws are out there.
Dudes would be out with
they'll plan that stuff out.
Dudes would be out there with their new girlfriend and run into their ex and be there sweating. That ex would be there,
right?
Be there like she ain't never seen you before in her life.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And then walk past some rubbish tests or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, they played cold-blooded, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Chilling with him while she over there with you at the same time. You don't even know. Girls, they smart. They done planned it out. You know what I'm saying? They got folks involved that they know ain't gonna come back, bro. They got a code they abide by. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
But nah.
But the point was, but the point was, yeah. If you got a girl, if you're looking for a girl, you know what I'm saying, and you in a position, don't let difference in opinions deter you from committing to something good. You know what I'm saying? A good thing is not necessarily, just think about it, like, some of the best things in life aren't easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you trying to lose weight, it ain't easy. You trying to start a business, it ain't easy. You trying to be the flyest person in the room, it ain't easy. You trying to, like, raise your kids right, it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a wife, a good, and those are all good things. Anything bad is just easy. You trying to
easy to fall into those, yeah.
Cupcakes, you know what I'm saying, and everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, but like a good thing, these wives, it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? But definitely worth it. You know what I mean? So somebody come in and differences opinions. So y'all gotta argue sometimes, just flat out. You gotta argue.
Man,
you know what I mean?
I've been learning that the hard way. I'm not an arguer, but it get things done.
Me neither. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm realizing we got to have these conversations. Like, I want peace in my house.
Yeah,
I'm looking for peace constantly.
It really ain't even a reason to call it an argument, because what you are, you just correcting things that needs to be fixed. Once you take the hurtful emotion out of it, I mean, it's peaceful.
You absolutely right. It doesn't have to be an argument. Well, I think what happens is, I'll share my perspective. She'll share her perspective, and we're not accepting the other perspective. You know what I'm saying? And that's really the help. That's really the good stuff. That's really the part that you want. You know what I'm saying? Is the other perspective, so you then can in turn can grow in life and what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And definitely do it a 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times better. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And another benefit, they'll sit here and tell you in your face what you don't see. They'll tell you that blind spot in your life that you just like, nah, that ain't there.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, man, I appreciate it. And we just don't, the arguments don't come. So what you like, it's what you want to do is just find you somebody that you can argue with for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Who if we fought every day, it would be with you. Man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I see some brothers, man, they got women, man, and they just girlfriends, and these girls are just the best. These women are just great assets to their life. You know what I'm saying? Like just hand in hand with them, helping them build the business. Like hand in hand with them, like they know what to say to get them to church. You know what I'm saying? Hand in hand with them, know how to communicate with the man without it being an argument. Like if you can communicate with your girl, like and y'all like the best friend tip and all that, like man, you gotta appreciate that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Is she cooking? Is she cleaning? I don't necessarily think that's a women role. You know what I'm saying? But if she embraces that and takes that on, bro, like man, that's all dope stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to miss that because it ain't coming from everybody.
And when we say arguing, we don't mean throwing your clothes out on the front line, bleaching them, and
right. I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm just talking about different opinions. You know, putting your hands on somebody, even verbal abuse. Verbal abuse is a real thing. And matter of fact, bruises can heal up. But when you verbally say something to somebody, you can't take that stuff back. You know what I'm saying? I like the analogy. Like there was this guy, this kid. He went and he cussed a little boy out. So he got in trouble or something like that. He went and told his dad. So his dad was trying to teach him a lesson. So his dad told him to go get a bag of feathers. So he went and got a bag of feathers. He said, go out in the street. He said he went out in the street and he said, open up the bag and let the feathers out. And he said, open up the bag, let the feathers out. And the wind came and it blew all the feathers around. And he was like, all right, now catch all the feathers and put them back in the bag. So the boy just running around, jumping, trying to catch all the feathers. You know what I'm saying? And he got like one or two, you know what I'm saying? But there was no way he was able to get all the feathers. And he was like, that's the same thing with your words. You know what I'm saying? Once they out there, it's hard to get them things back. You know what I'm saying? So be careful with letting them go just freely like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fire. Yeah, you got to keep that in mind. I got to keep that in mind because, boy, when that anger kick in, words do fly.
Words, bro. Words are so powerful. Like I like words. You know what I'm saying? I think they're a superpower of mine. I call them my superpower. Like we used to do like this little fundraiser thing. We used to teach the kids. You know, words was. And we do like the Dragon Ball Z Kamehameha. We walk up to the kids, say, I like your t-shirt and I like your hair. Your shoes are awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do make you feel? That make me feel so good. Yeah. Like, absolutely. Like, words have the power to make people feel great. Words have the power to make people feel bad. The Bible says there's life, death in the tongue. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that simple. You can put life into people with something that you said, or you can kill a person with something that you said, especially as close as you are to them. And that's something that I have to realize in marriage. And that's something that I try to tell my wife all the time. You know, we got to be careful how we talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? Our tempo, our tones, the words we use. You know, but yeah. So when I say argument, you know, I just mean difference in opinions. I don't mean verbal abuse, hurting people with our powerful words. You know what I'm saying? And physically putting our hands on it and physically destroying property. I'm just saying, I think this way, you think this way. Let's talk about that.
So, what do you think some good and strong intangibles are in a great unit, in a team, if that makes sense?
balance, or however that looks, I think. So, for example, I'm a strong doer. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's time to get something done, like boom, you said the podcast, boom. Okay, what's up? We recording tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to know the name. I don't need to know. Just tell me when to go. You know what I'm saying? And I think there's definitely benefits to that, but you can definitely hurt yourself if you're not planning. You know what I'm saying? Not that I won't plan. It's just not my strength. It's not what I naturally. My initial instinct, boom, it isn't to plan. You know what I'm saying? It's to boom, let's go do it. You know what I'm saying? But my wife loves to sit down and calculate and map out the entire plan. And then she's a money person. So she's like, how much is this going to cost? If this doesn't work, how long? You know what I'm saying? That's so boring to me. It can instill doubt in me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like that could be discouraging. Like, it's gonna fail. Like, what are you talking? What do you mean it's not gonna fit? You know what I'm saying? That could be discouraging. Make me less likely to want to do it. But the balance is necessary. So I think any couple that balances each other out, and I think that's where the conflicts come from, because you trying to that teeter-totter effect. You know what I'm saying? You trying to one is up, the other down. Like,
I'll definitely say, in my marriage, I will say I'm like the business mind, but at times I move like I'm like an artist, which is like very unstructured. And he'd be like, nah. And she has to have it like written down and structured out and planned out to a T, or she's like, I don't feel comfortable doing this. And I just be like, oh man. And I just be feeling like things are just moving slow. And I'm like, we don't hit it now, we just gonna miss it. Exactly. So it's that, you know what I'm saying? Once she slowed me down, I'd be like, all right, that makes sense why we did it that way.
And you gotta stay humble, bro. No, for sure. I forgot I was gonna say something. Oh, you want to be equally yoked too. So not only bring each other balance, like it's not always don't be opposed. Like you definitely want to have some stuff in common though too. You know what I'm saying? So you can do some stuff with your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like one commonality that we both have was like we both came into fitness. Like I really haven't been on the fitness kick as much lately, but she's definitely been in it. You know what I'm saying? But Christ, you know what I'm saying? I think that's huge. Like I think it's tough for somebody to come together and one believe in one religion and the other person believe in another religion. That's difficult, man. Like how you raise your kids, it's just your world perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying, you know, I believe in Christ. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely believe that's the only, you know, it's Jesus and Jesus only. You know what I'm saying? Not to knock anybody else's thing, but I definitely believe it's Jesus and Jesus only. You know
I feel
what I'm saying? So if I was with like a Muslim woman and she instilled a Muslim perspective into my children, like that would really cause issues.
Yeah.
For me, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that that's important too, like having some commonality. You gotta think they attractive. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be out here settling. I think that's probably like behind Christ for me. You gotta think just your mate look good. You know what I'm saying? You about to be with this person
forever,
man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, forever, ever. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So those are some of the stuff, man. I definitely think you need, just some tangible stuff. You need in a relationship.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely some great stuff. But nah,
yeah,
it's amazing. That's the last thing I'm gonna say. I feel like it's just amazing. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
definitely stronger with her than without her. Cause man,
definitely stronger with her than without her. So I think that's it. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Another episode.
We definitely have more
from the More Than podcast
for y'all.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
And so until next time. Peace.